Hi everyone, welcome to today's webinar on importing fee schedules. In today's webinar, we will go over the benefits of setting up a fee schedule. You can eliminate data entry and calculation errors, automatic calculation of patient's responsibility and insurance pays at the time of your order, and provide accurate reporting for accounts. We'll go over how to import fee schedules, how to import insurance companies, the plans, and the fee schedules. And then at the end, we'll create an order and apply a fee schedule to it. So let's get started here. I'm going to switch over to My Vision Express. And the first place we're going to go into is going to be File, Setup, Insurance Companies. Here you will see a list of insurance companies that you've already added. Like you can see, I've already added some, or that you've already imported if you guys have already done that before. Or if you haven't done absolutely anything yet, then this page might be blank. Now you can, like I mentioned, add your companies by selecting the add button up here on the top right hand corner. So you can add it manually yourself. Now what I'm going to show you today is how to use the import feature. So I'm going to use the import button here instead of selecting add. Now this may take a minute or two. It's going to go ahead and as you can see, fetch insurance groups and bring in some information that we need. So we'll just go ahead and give this a moment to go ahead and load that information up for us. All right, it's almost done, just a few more minutes. Now again, this does take a little bit of time because this is searching through a lot of data, so you just have to be patient with it, and eventually we'll get a list that we will be able to select from. So here's our list where we can select our insurance company from. Make sure that the MVE radio button at the top is selected, and as you can see, we have some options here. Now, anything that you see in red is because I've already imported that into my database here, and you can see it's selected in red and the import button is already checked off for me. So I'm going to go ahead and, for example, do IMED here. I'm just going to check off that box and I'm going to select next. This is then going to do another search here, and it's going to load up some plans that I can select from. Okay, again, that MVE radio button is selected at the top, and I can search through my list of plans here. So I'm going to go down to IMED, and I can go ahead and check off the one that I want to import. So you can check off the plans that you want. Okay, this is a lot of information that is going to come over. So I'm going to select those two here. And I would recommend to just take your time with this because this is a lot of information that's going to come over when you select those plans. So in the import, It's going to ask if you want to sync all insurances when importing. I'm going to go ahead and say yes. What that does, it makes sure that your information that you're importing is up to date and it's linked with our master insurance list. So anytime that we make any updates to that master insurance list, if you have your plans linked, it will go ahead and automatically update your plans. So if you ever decide to unlink a plan, then you will be responsible for making sure that you have the most updated information for your plans. All right, so we'll just give this a couple minutes here to go ahead and process everything for us, and we'll continue from there. So once this comes in, it's going to default all of the insurance information from the master insurance list. So it's still on importing here. It's already done. And here is my plan that has, I'm sorry, my insurance company that has come in. Okay. And you will see over here, there is a button that is labeled link, and you will see that in bold. Okay. So once everything is imported, link is going to show in bold. Okay. Now, before we continue here, what we want to take a look at next is going to be the groups. And those groups are found in here as well. So I'm going to click on groups. And we're just going to double check our groups here. This already comes in with the import. What you want to make sure is that you go through each group and that all of your inventory items are in the appropriate group. So for example, I'm going to search here for my V2100, which is my single vision. Okay. And you could see that a lot of different things have come in here with this particular insurance company. So I'm just going to go through this list here. Perfect. All right. So we have V2100 here, here, and here. The one that I want to look at first is this one, the V2100 company level single vision. And as you can see, all of this is already done for you. All you want to do is make sure that in each one of the groups, you have those inventory items. So for example, here, single vision lenses, procedure code is V2100. Under the description, you have the company level single vision. And then down at the bottom is where you will have all of those inventory items. As you can see, there is different materials and different things that belong to that lens. So for example, a single vision transitions gray. Transitions gray is a component of that lens. so it's not listed as a lens treatment. So just a little note there. Okay, so you will go over through your groups, go over all of these and make sure that everything under each one of those groups is there. Okay, if you are missing something in that particular group, you can go ahead and select add, and you can go ahead and add anything that you may need. Um, Anything that is in this darker gray means that it is already a part of a group, and you're going to see under the group column what group that belongs to. Okay, so you will really be selecting to add anything from the lighter gray option. Okay, so you can just simply select that and say okay, and it will go ahead and add it to your group there. Okay. I'm gonna just say okay down here at the bottom, and those are our groups. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this company that we've added and close it. And the next thing we're gonna go into is going to be the plan for that particular insurance company. So I brought in 2 plans for that IMED. So I'm gonna go under File, Set Up Insurance, Insurance Plans. I'm going to select up here under the insurance field my IMED, and I'm going to see the 2 plans that I have imported in. Okay, now something here, if you, for example, have multiple locations, you can set up which plan to have this I'm sorry, I apologize, which location to have this plan available to. So for example, I have 3 locations, and you can see that over here on the right hand side. Now at my warehouse locations, I don't do any insurance stuff, so I'm going to unselect that warehouse, okay? And my other 2 locations are selected. Down at the bottom, you're going to see details for that particular plan. And here is where you can also sync your insurance plans here at the plan level by clicking on the sync button here. We already did this when we imported the insurance company. We said yes to sync. So if you would have said no there, you can always do it here at the plan level. All right, so we'll go ahead and save and close this. And now we're going to go into the fee schedule. So we're going to go into File, Setup, Insurance, Insurance Fee Schedule. Now I already have a question coming up. How many plans can be imported at a time? That is a good question. I would recommend that you just import maybe 2 or 3 plans at a time. You can import more, but it's going to take really long. There's a lot of data that is coming in. So just be patient with it, and remember that there's a lot of information that's being imported for you. So I would probably just say import 2 or 3 at a time, and don't overload it. And then you can verify also that everything that you imported in those groups, for example, are the way that you want it. So very important to keep in mind. I would say just do it little by little. That way you can also verify as you're importing. You don't want to select a large group of stuff and then you come to find out at the end you spend all of that time importing things that you didn't need. So here I am in the fee schedule. So again, I went to File, Setup, Insurance, Insurance Fee Schedule, and we're here in this window. Okay, the first thing that I'm going to do at the very top is I'm going to go ahead and select my insurance company. Then I will select the insurance plan that I want to work with. Okay, here you're going to see there is already things that are filled out for us. It comes in from the import. What you want to do is just verify everything here and enter any contracted amounts that you want to put in. This does not come in with contracted amounts. Everybody's contracted amounts is different, so you're going to see that section in blank, and you can go ahead and enter that if you have that information. Another thing that you want to put in is any dispensing fees. So you can click over here on the right and enter your dispensing fees if there are any. Okay. You will see that some areas of the fee schedule is grayed out. Okay. And you will see that, for example, here an exam copay is at 0. If I use the filter over here on the right-hand side, so remember that there is a filter here of what you're looking at, okay? So the list at the bottom is going to be itemized based on the filter that is selected. So at the moment, all of the items that we see down here at the bottom are spectacle lenses. Okay, if I want to look at, for example, my services, I can click on services here and I will see that information there. Okay, so for this particular plan, some of these services are covered, as you can see. Okay, so I'm going to switch back here to spectacle lenses. Okay, and very important that I want to mention is this is an insurance company that is providing lenses or the frame. You want to make sure you check off the appropriate boxes, and you're going to see those up here at the top right-hand corner. Okay, now different insurance companies require certain reporting of codes. So in the section here under spectacles, we offer you an option to, for example, take the overage to a V2025. Okay, you can combine your V2781. So compressed charges of progressive lens with the base code, and then you have the oversized diameter field. Okay, a specific measurement will trigger to add that oversized charge if applicable. All right, so you're just going to verify what your fee schedule has brought in here and make sure that everything is the way that you would like it. I'm going to scroll over here to the right at the bottom in the group. Okay, and you can see that my calculations are already in there. All right, so let's go into an order and see how the fee schedule is used in an order to calculate. So I'm going to go ahead and save and close this. And I'm going to go ahead and pull up an order that I've already previously created here. Very important in the patient's profile, you want to make sure that you add the insurance information. So here I have added that along with my plan. And I'm going to pull up that order that I've already created earlier. Here it is. I just haven't applied the insurance benefits to it yet, the insurance fee schedule, so you can see how that works. So here is my order. I've created my order with my frame, my lenses, my anti-reflective coating, and the services that I need to charge my patient. Okay, so you're going to create your order as you normally would. Then you will select the insurance company under the insurance field, and you will select the plan. That plan is going to calculate the fee schedule that you have set up for that. So you can see that the calculations are being done for me. So setting up your fee schedule will make this very easy when it comes to check out your patient, creating that order and applying those benefits. Okay, all of the calculations here are coming from that fee schedule set up to that plan. So as you can see here, for example, I'm just going to double click on the line for my frame. The charge is $199. The retail allowance set up is $130. And there is a discount on the overage. So you can see that is calculating for me here. As well as in the lenses, the patient is going to pay a copay of $25 for each lens. My anti-reflective coating is calculating as well. And my services are calculating there. So all of this is coming from your fee schedule. Now, your fee schedules do require some maintenance. If you did link those plans to our master insurance list, well, those are going to be updated for you unless you unlink the plan. So I'm going to go back here and talk a little bit about unlinking a plan. So I'm back here at File, Setup, Insurance Companies. And here I'm going to find that list again. So the one that we imported earlier was this iMed Vision Care Plan company with the plans. Okay, I can select Unlink, which will then make the fields inside of the fee schedule available for me to make any changes to them that I need. Okay, so some areas, like I mentioned earlier, are grayed out. If you need to make any changes, you can go ahead and unlink. That way you can make the changes that you need. Now, if your plan is unlinked, like I mentioned, you will then need to update that on your own. It won't update from our master insurance list. If there is a change to one of your insurance plans that you have imported and linked that has not been updated yet, you can submit the changes to us for us to update to our master insurance list. Okay, please note that the only thing that is going to be updated are the patient's responsibility portions of the fee schedule. So none of your proprietary information is going to be updated. Any fee schedules that you did not find available for import, so make sure that you're importing, okay? We have a lot of options. There are a lot of plans to import. So if it just so happens that you didn't find the one that you're looking for, you can submit to us that plan information and we can have it entered for you. Every plan does take a different amount of time, so I can't really give you a specific estimated time of how long it would take. It all depends on the plan and the information for that plan that you may need. So please also be aware that you provide us with all of the information needed because that can go ahead and delay the turnaround time. So if you want to go ahead and submit that, you can send that over via email to us, insuranceplans@myvisionexpress.com. All right, so we are at the end of the webinar here. I want to thank everyone for joining us today.